Nebraska governor continues to speak out about the federal government's silence on the border crisis. Dave Heineman made headlines this week when he said the government sent 200 undocumented children to Nebraska, but it refuses to say where they are or who they are with. KMTV Action 3 News reporter Kim Foley spoke with lawmakers about their frustrations. Kim.
Well, Craig, Governor Heineman has been vocal about his frustration with the feds because of the lack of communication with state and local officials, something he says has to be fixed in order for this process to work.
What do they have to hide? Why won't they share it with us?
Governor Dave Heineman still isn't getting any answers about how Nebraska is being affected by the crisis at the border.
And if you're sending, illegal, unaccompanied children to Nebraska, don't we have a right to know as governor, as mayor, as citizens?
Just yesterday, Governor Heineman and the congressional delegation wrote a letter to Health and Human Services Secretary Sylvia Burwell asking for answers.
We'd like to know what's happening relative to Nebraska. We need to know the names of those individuals, who's their sponsor, what's their legal immigration status.
Today we learned that cases for undocumented children in the U.S. are being prioritized through the court system per request by the Executive Office for Immigration Reform. That means here in Nebraska, the 200 children who are here won't have to wait long to see a judge.
These juvenile cases are going to be heard first. They have been prioritized, and it still is the fact that they could take a while, but they are now at the top of the pile.
This as members of Congress attempt to find a solution. Just yesterday, Senator Mike Johans proposed a bill requiring the government to inform states 48 hours in advance of transferring undocumented children to a state. And in Texas, two lawmakers from different sides of the aisle are proposing a bill that would remove the requirement all unaccompanied children not from Mexico or Canada get a hearing before deportation, something Senator Deb Fischer says she is looking forward to, quote, digging into.
Said it's a bipartisan proposal with one of his House members who is a Democrat. They are truly seeing a heavy impact on the borders that they have.
Heineman says he has not received a response from Washington as far as Senator Johans' legislation. Congress has very little time to act before their August recess. In the studio, Kim Foley, KMTV Action 3 News.
The federal